Howdy YouTubes, it's Big Steve here back. Another video of the Comicsgate news. I'm gonna give it a little minute here for everybody to get rolling, and let me get the chat up just in case anybody appears. I don't think I've ever done any live stream on this channel, so I don't know if anybody will, but don't want to neglect you in case you do. So let me take a minute. Alright, so cool. Got the chat up. Anybody pops in, you can say hi, and I will say hi back. Got any questions, let me know, and if I'm able to help you out, then I will do that. So, what I wanted to talk about today was basically the SJW type behavior that I see going on in Comicsgate, and it's been getting worse over time as we get more of a newer, bigger audience and a mixed crowd. The hive mind really kind of sets in, and so the audience, it's its own beast, but I've been seeing it at the higher level as well, and I'm not very pleased at that. So uh, a lot of times I feel like we got a lot of us like the loyal CGers that have, we really know the history. We were a part of it. We helped make it what it is. I feel like we've been swapped out for the people that we fought against because we didn't want them to. We didn't want the problem makers, the people that put a taint on CG because they're known for having, I don't know their beliefs personally, but having seen evidence of them saying extreme stuff that just isn't allowed professionally, like the type of thing that it's like if I were associating with it, people might not want to associate with me. So the Comicsgate kind of does gatekeep. I mean, to some extent it has to. Everything has to. We all have to. And I feel like we've just been kind of pushed out, or at least pushed away from them while they've been welcomed in. It's easy to look around and see, it was just last week, I remember a tweet from EVS saying, and it sounded very ultimatum-ish, and that, we can either have good comics, lots of money, or we can have nothing. We gotta do something about our petty squabbles. It was really kind of condescending, and just he'll go and make notes to comic skaters, and it's kind of like now he's criticizing the fans. I don't like that pattern. We're here to criticize the pros, not the other way around. That is SJW behavior. That's what we're going against. Like the big two, they talk down to their fans, and now we're getting talked down to. And then my roommate came back, and when he did, he had watched EVS stream earlier, so I haven't even been watching the live streams, but he said I had to start at 2 hours. I didn't watch till the end, but I watched, and honestly, I'm worried about EVS. This is what I said before. Like, he seemed very upset, very hurt, and I'm worried that he's very unstable. I mean, just watch it. He seems, like, I don't know, feel bad for him, but just because he's made some bad decisions doesn't mean he's a terrible person. But he's in a position, a situation where it's going to require something of the utmost sensitivity, and at times receive the harshest criticism. And I'm sorry if that is getting to him. That's what it seems like. I was gonna stream yesterday. I had a topic I wanted to talk about, but everybody saw well, not everybody, but you guys probably saw Jesse Miller go live. I came in at 75 minutes in. I didn't see before. I haven't really got around to watching what happened before. I just assume it was more of the same. And so I didn't want to, I didn't want, to, I don't know, I'm not trying to dogpile on you, Comicsgate, you know what I mean? So, took yesterday off, just kind of kicked back to see how the dust would settle, and seems like everybody's real calm. Glad for that. But it's obvious with what I saw in that video that EVS really struggling, and I think that he's worried that nobody's perfect. Like if you're a celebrity, it'd be a hard knock life, and he is definitely an e-celebrity, but he swat. I feel like he really, with Jesse, I feel like what this really kind of comes down to, and people that know the whole story, they know, I feel like Jesse basically just got swapped out, and so if you guys, if everybody knows the story with Brad, and see, this is the thing, a lot of people aren't telling the whole stories because they want everything to just go along the way they want. They want to be able to just pull their friends into the group. I think that's the SJW thing to do, just to trying to, always yank in and elevate their friends. And that's what I believe that this was, this Brad character. I did some research, and so I am pretty dang sure that, what we were saying was right. He said he didn't know crypto. Well, I don't know, but how come you guys have some other connections that I've seen? They're not hard to find. I mean, it's the other platforms besides Twitter. And so anyways, and he said he's not CG. Everyone just wants to be cool with him. And, IndieCron, they had this IndieCron had this crazy, amount of pressure on them to keep people safe, and I watched over time as all of us little guys, we put in all of our hard work. We did our retweets, our shilling. And for some reason, it was Jean-Luc and IndieCron wasn't getting the exposure. Never really made sense to me. But then I realized that what happened with Jean-Luc, that everyone's sweeping that under the rug too, and just trying to shh. I'm not trying to be quiet about that. That was fucked up. Now I gotta go. I'm sorry you're having a hard day, Ethan, but that doesn't. Well, I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying, whoever's responsible, you guys did some dirty stuff. You guys that protected him and that protected Doug, and when Doug was going crazy, and I know Doug been talking crap for a long time. Yeah, I do. Shit. And then he act like he don't know. Okay. Yeah. Glad Doug's got a CG because he is not CG. Doug is an SJW. He spurred so hard. He was on Cecil's stream saying he's gonna burn IndieCron to the ground, and he spurred so hard. Cecil yanked it down and said it's because doxing. No, it's because Doug spurred like a mother effer. I mean, come on. I understand people want to protect their friends, help each other out, make sure their businesses continue. A lot of people got a lot riding on Comicsgate, but Comicsgate is a rough ride, and it may not have been it. I sense insecurity. You got a lot of you guys pros. You guys know that it's kind of CG or not die, but it's a very bad situation you guys are in. So I feel like you guys should really take a step back and appreciate Comicsgate more. For real. I'm not playing about that. You know, like I see what I'm gonna call like Marvelism going on, you know. It's not cool. I see it happening. Um, I mean, you just look, if you've been in CG for a while, all you got to do is just feel yourself, feel the climate. Um, like if you got friends and you know that if you were to say something against somebody that you'd basically lose a bunch of friends and family, you know, kind of like leaving war campaign, you know, like I don't really, you know, war campaign homies don't really kick it with me, but it's what I expected, you know. But I mean, I got love for him, you know. I'm sure they got love for me or whatever, but you know, it is what it is, and that's you know, and that's kind of SJW, don't you guys think? You know, that's kind of like the split between saying, oh, if you voted for someone else, then we're not cool, or you wrong think that we got to have a whole, you know, you're cast out from a group. That's SJW. You know, and it's sad to think about that, you know, fighting all these SJWs, and now I feel like a lot of my friends, you know, they're like almost being held hostage by SJWs in CG, you know, because the simple fact that you know, people don't want to associate with me, you know, I ain't done, you know. I mean, I made a video the other day, but I'm not trying to freaking kill nobody. I want CG to be a place that's good for everyone. Oh, I just noticed I had chat. I'm sorry, brother. Let me get back to that. Oh, oh, it's Jesse Miller. Oh, wow, the legend, the freaking bringer of chaos. Yes, yes, I was gonna stream yesterday, but after your chaos thing, I didn't want to stream. Um, I'm not sure. You know, like I know you got love for your war campaigners. You know, I'm not even. I'm not even. You weren't the subject of this news thing. You just being here makes me want to bring that up. But oh my goodness, no, that maybe that'd be a um maybe that'll be another video. But Jesse's a part of this. You know, like I said earlier, they swapped him out. You know, they knew what they were doing. Oh no, it's good, Jesse. I'm just kidding. You're my homie. You know, see, if you guys are watching, you know, I could for talk shit to Jesse and he wouldn't care because he's my homie. You know, I don't gotta ask him for permission. That's the guy right there. So, um, you know, so, uh, yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's the homie. You know, I don't understand everything. You know, it's not like I'm a surrounding like tell me everything. You know, I see stuff, but mostly what he's told me is pretty much to figure stuff out. You know, this isn't new. You know, before Jesse left War Campaign, there had been drama for like 3-4 days or whatever ever since the Brad incident, and they use the Brad incident, swap out Jean-Luc. Doug goes crazy, end up swapping out Jesse, and it's all just kind of swept under the rug. You know, that's some SJW shit, and you know the personal attacks, you know, like that they're making, you know. I mean, I don't know. I had somebody tell me that, you know, Doug is pretty nice, but that when he feels attacked, he just uses the most powerful or most potent insults, you know. So calling us SJWs is kind of, you know, a thing for him. You know, he didn't actually think we're SJWs, but you know, either way, you know, he's a big face and he came to us, you know, so I'm not a fan of him, and I'm glad he's gone, but I do wish him the best. Like, you know, I do want him to be able to eat, him and his family and stuff. Like, you know. And he's another person that will survive just fine without CG. He'll survive fine. There's plenty, so many Doug fans. He'll do great. Like, may not be, you know, super rich. He may have to work his way up. You know, I have no idea, but uh, he'll be all right. It's Doug. You know, I mean, shoot, I'm sure he could just live on commissions or something. You know, he's got a good name. You know, so um, good luck, Doug. You know, on your adventures out there in the not CG world. Um, Sorry for any bad experiences. You know what I mean? But you know, I think that this will fit you better. You know, the CG kind of has some rules, and you know, I think you're kind of a rebel, so I think you're gonna do, you know, maybe even better now that you've left CG. You know, so you know, I do feel like you did a little bit of a cash grab coming into CG, getting, you know, a fat fund, because I don't think you're gonna get this big of a book without CG, but. You know, I'm glad CG was here, you know, to support you when you were down, you know, and you needed it. 'Cause that's what CG is all about, you know, is helping people achieve their dreams, you know, help people when they're down. It's not about this SJW nonsense. And so even when someone maybe gets mad and does some SJW stuff like Doug, you know, you know, he still has a family. He's, you know, I wish him the best, you know, despite everything that happened, the attacks on Jean-Luc, you know, like he was saying stuff and it didn't make sense because when I knew what happened because I'm there, so it was like, and he was making claims that weren't true, and I don't think he was lying. It was just, but it was really confusing because it was like he knew it, but he didn't. I know he's wrong, and so it's really a weird thing. I don't know if someone's lying to him or something. I don't know. I'm sure where there's money, there is craziness. That's something that is you know, pretty true. And right now there's a CG gold mine, so I'm sure there's just a rush in and out of it. I'm gonna check my chat again real quick. It's gonna get dark. Oh, and okay. It was more like I brought something up and I said no, so I left and instantly swept under the rug. Yeah, yeah. So I was saying, yeah, you did the 3 days. You know, you said you're gonna promote that crypto crap, you know, and everybody just sat there and pretty much told us to be quiet and be cool with it. And I'm not cool with that, so I knew that I had problems then. And at this point, honestly, I don't even remember the timeline well with the way that the backstabbing at Jean-Luc and the doctor. You know, all this backstabbing, and after all the months they spent, you know, working to the bone, you know, they didn't get that pro support. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they were blacklisted because it makes no sense. It doesn't make any freaking sense that IndieCron, something that meant so much to, you know, the heart of Comicsgate, you know, the consumers, the people that are really buying it, you know, like we really had a lot of love for it, and you know, it was always such a pleasure to see Jean-Luc appear, and he, and I don't know, I guess it's just an aesthetic, but he sounds so cool. You know, I love having him on stream. I loved having him on board. You guys would just throw him away. That's what happened. That's what happened. And then you guys think an apology can fix it? Like, I think after it happened, the next day I sent him a Twitter because I saw him being so friendly and professional, and I had to send him something saying like that I thought it was amazing that he could. It was basically for performance. Like, it's like, how are you staying so cool? You know, like you know, obviously he'd been hosed down, and you know, he said he's just something along the lines of, you know, he's just trying to move on with, you know, his project Fireball, you know, and he's happy to look forward to that, you know. And it's just crazy he has such a good attitude about the whole thing. So, you know, good, loyal, hardworking CG workers tossed out, and it's just hidden. That's not cool, you know. I didn't I've I think I've streamed with, yeah, I've streamed with Jean-Luc a few times. A couple late nights or something, you know. You know, he's a fun guy, you know, and he's done a lot of work, And then once IndieCron is all of a sudden in the hands of the pros, now all of a sudden, like, I'm hearing all these people say like there's no money, but I keep hearing other people saying, money, 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 money. Everyone's fighting over the money. IndieCron was all about love. And what's funny is if they want money, if you wanted money out of IndieCron, well, you ruined the chances of it. Fucking like a million ways. It's not fucking worth anything now. What made it worth anything before was the name, all the value in the name, the trust in it, the trust because of all the hard work at keeping, doxers out and being CG only, and being firm on it. That's what this audience wanted. That's why we are what we are, is we've segregated, we've stepped aside, we've been pushed away. So we've taken an extra step back, and we got this group, this wonderful community of very, very good critical thinkers. Somehow a lot of their critical thinking's turned off. But we got these critical thinkers, and we got this group here, and it's wonderful. We all have friends, and I think it's fine. Like, I thought we were gonna compartmentalize, like, be able to go our own way. Sorry, I just kind of puttered out on that one. I got distracted, being kind of frustrated because, like, the SJW crap with just swapping people out, bringing their friends in, trying to silence people. And this stuff is upsetting, and I understand people got to eat, but the hell they do to John Luke, like, so many people have been wanting to ask for an interview, but honestly, I'm afraid to ask to talk to a lot of people, live, because I feel like then it's just like, oh, Steve's anti-comics gate, and it's like, no, I'm trying to be a critic, but people aren't allowed to criticize in this climate, and that's a problem. That's not what Comicsgate is. That's not that. How did it get to this point to where we're all sitting here engaging in SJW tactics, fighting SJWs that are just blue-haired? But I mean, we're engaging in SJW tactics. We're taking orders from SJWs, and there's cult-like behavior where you do something wrong, and even though people may not have much of a problem with you, to save face and be able to stay within their community, they gotta follow suit. And when the person hasn't done something, like an ethno-stater, obviously, if you're an ethno-state, racist, alt-right, or whatever, obviously the gate is closed to you. I mean, it's something that's dangerous to associate with, then I'm sorry, but no, that's not Comicsgate. And people can argue about that all day and say it should be anything, everyone, it should be all inclusive. You know who talks about inclusivity? That's JWs. They're the ones that are whining about it. So don't come whining to me with the SJW crap about, oh, my friend doesn't feel welcome here. You guys are hard on him. You guys were really hard on Brad. His fifis were hurt. You guys are really mean to Doug. Doug is like he's fucking like 3 inches taller than me. The dude's like 6'8", fucking. He's a big boy. He can take his criticism, and he should do it without throwing a fit. He doesn't need a whole bunch of a Twitter hate mob or a random YouTube crew to freaking gang up on everybody that criticizes him. And yeah, sometimes people are gonna gang criticize him because he's freaking taking a freaking big paint roller across a whole bunch of people's faces. So yeah, he's gonna get group freaking criticized because everybody's gonna want to say their piece, and so he's gone his way. Thank you, Doug, for doing that. It is really causing a lot of damage, and I think that it was actually going. The longer you stuck around, the less money you would have making, because the CG audience was turning against you, and so now you can focus on the audience that you do enjoy and that enjoy you, and you can work on building them up on your own platform and bringing new people in rather than being polluted by people that are already mad at you. So good luck on your endeavor, Doug, and I'm sure that I'll see you around because, hey, I've been seeing your work around since I was a kid. And, uh, you know, yeah, it's weird to think about, you back when I was a kid, the Earthworm Jim stuff, that was cool. But then, when he came to Comicsgate and he was broken and it seemed so down. It was a treat to be able to help him, but I feel like he did kind of abuse us, and then he raised like 183,000, and he was saying, well, I don't know if it's true, but he said it on live stream. He only made like 20,000 off it. I'm not really sure, about how all that works, but I hope that he's able to get another project out soon because that sounds like some bad business planning because there should be more profit than that. I know that this was a new thing unplanned for. He was one of the, first people to get her done. But, you got to be making enough money to be able to continue. You don't want to Indiegogo forever. I think that might, I guess this is just a nitpick, but I think that might be a little problem is that the pros, they're mostly illustrators. This is Comicsgate's really illustrator driven kind of thing. And, not like really writer driven as much. Not that there aren't writers that drive, but, illustrators have a lot of power. And I don't know, I guess it's just a problem that comes up when, illustrators kind of call the shots, but, there's a point where as a comic skater, I feel like when the SJW stuff just starts to get out of control, then the get woke, go broke has to apply, and that applies to our own creators, at an even faster rate than other creators. At least I feel it should be because, Ethan wants to go and say he's the leader of Comicsgate. No, I'm the leader of Comicsgate. What are we having a who has more follower contest? If Ethan Van Sciver wants to have a follower contest and we can see who has more followers, I'll break your heart, man. Please don't do that. That would be silly, and you'd be surprised. So that's just, because I'm down here with the low levels getting love, showing support, shilling for everybody. That you're up with the big guys. So I'm going to have a lot of loyalty down here with the little guys and some of the middle guys. And so this isn't about who has more followers. You got a lot of freaking followers, a lot of power. And so as long as, you're in CG, that makes you a big part of the face. The image people say, see, you're a big part of that face. And so as long as that's true, obviously you have some sort of leadershipness, whether I say so or not. Obviously you lead a whole group, but does that whole group really adhere to Comicsgate standards? And if they don't, then are you a leader of Comicsgate? No, you're a leader of your fans. You're a leader. But the people that are really into Comicsgate oftentimes they're not feeling stuff, and I've been feeling that for quite a while. But I always felt like I had faith in Ethan that he'd take us to the best outcome. And I don't know if it's just a stressful situation or what's going on, but seems like I didn't watch the whole video. I don't know if he had somebody work him up or something. I don't know. The previous thing, I started at 2 hours, watched like 10-15 minutes, whatever. But he was very upset and really seemed like he was clinging. He just kept talking about how he's a leader. Okay, we know that you got a lot of subs, but the king doesn't have to tell people he's the king. He just is, man. So why are you all up in your feelings? Like, you're in Comicsgate, I'm not sure if the Tim Lim crew have got to him or something. I don't know. I'm sorry about all that happening, but I don't know all the information over there on that side, and everybody knows that that so you tell me if I need to know something about that, but I don't know nothing about it. And one of the things I'm afraid of with Comicsgate is, since they've swapped they've swapped out the lot, and it's weird because a lot of people that have walked away, a lot of people that have closed their wallets, a lot of people have been swapped out. There were big parts of the community, people that really rallied to get people together, and so Jesse was one of them. He's a super mod. I know I had spammed a little bit on EVS channel to be a mod, not because I wanted to be a mod, but because Jesse's my friend and I wanted to relieve the workload, because I know that he was telling me about when he mods, about how he uses 2 devices and he's jumping up and down, stopping. Like, it sounds like really crazy work. It was like, man, we got to get more mods in there. I remember that. Like, I was saying, me and DJD need a wrench to help Jesse out, because this shit is grueling work. I just wanted to help. People can think whatever, but I like wrenches for 2 reasons: so I can spam, and so I can spam. And so, like I was saying, with the way they swapped us, and like I said, I don't know what JDA believes, but I've seen him say stuff that makes it so that wouldn't want to be guilty by association with him. People say you're hanging out with the guy that said this and that, and showed me that some of the stuff I've seen, it's like, it's just, it is what it is. But if that's the case, and we're just being basically told to sit tight and be all right with it, then what's next? Is Vox Day coming next? Are we gonna invite Vox back? Is he gonna get slipped in? Now that security's lax, because when John Luke was in there, security was tight. Somebody had linked to a known doxer, or a problem, someone who has real problem. They kept that stuff tight, because they had the good intentions of CG in mind, and they just got tossed away, man. And if then, so that's how I look at it, is if Jesse and the doctor are just thrown away like this, then obviously I'll be thrown away a million times faster. I'm nothing. So I've been feeling like that. That's how I instantly felt. As I was in work campaign when he quit. I was I believe at work that day, so I came back like 7-8 hours later or something like that, after he had quit. And I'm like, whoa, wait, what? Jesse quit? And I read everything, and I noticed that everybody was really quick to attack. It'd be like, show receipts, give up info. But one thing that I've learned just from basically quitting war campaign and just saying goodbye was that there's way more people that know stuff than seem, and everybody's afraid to talk. When they feel safe with you, and then they talk. And so I'm sure a lot of people would think that that means like Jasons and weirdos come to you, and antis. Yes, they do come to you. I'm not gonna lie, I've got some fake info passed to me. you know But I don't. The person that gave it to me, I don't think thought it was fake. It was just kind of a, and here's this, and I don't know what to do with it. But you know, there's a lot of stuff out there, but there's a lot of stuff that's real though, and then as I'm telling people, like if the stuff is coming to me, then that means it's getting all up in the freaking, I don't know, what do people use nowadays? Not Reddit, the 4chans and then wherever places weirdos go. It's like, and the discords. Like, man, I'm not really doing shit. I just am polite to people, and man, it's just not a good environment. So yeah, obviously, I do had a few weirdos approach me, but you know, I had a lot of really nice people and a lot of people that are very unexpected. And so, no, I would never name my sources. I'd never give them up because they came to me confidentially, um, and I have to hold their confidence. And so, you know, I would do the same thing. And seeing them dogpile on him for not wanting to give it up was like, it's like you're being quite presumptuous. You know, one thing I learned real quick is I couldn't give up a source. It would be like more people than I can even remember in a sentence in a sitting. So I couldn't say it in a sentence even, you know. It's and him being the super mod, you know, he's gonna have it on another level. So, you know, I don't know what the heck happened because I wouldn't ask Jesse for his sources or for the details. I just know he's my homie, so I stand with him. Now I didn't like the way that, you know, like he was talking to Lola, you know. But personally, I think that's because he has good intentions for her. You know what I'm saying? Like, if any war campaigners are out there, like, we all know, we've been around Jesse enough. You should be able to, trust him just off what we've experienced, you know, especially over people we don't really know, especially people that don't even come down to our level that much. And if he wanted, I don't, you know, like I said, you know, I definitely, when I talk to any of my war campaign buddies, you know, I'm real friendly and stuff. But I know that whatever he's like I said, I missed the first 75 minutes, so I don't even know what was going on. But I know that he's got love for you guys. So for whatever his reasoning is, like, I mean, I know he's not crazy. I tell you guys that. Everybody can think that and whatever. But no, I don't. He's not crazy. I know that. Um so yeah, sorry. I've kind of ummed for like 5 minutes. And you know, so I just want everyone to take a minute to look around and think about it, you know. Don't doesn't things just feel wrong? Doesn't the SJW crap just for me it just seems to linger in the air. I'm not a big fan of it, you know, like, even with Doug him leaving, you know, like I'm sure that a lot of it is because, you know, the pros pushed it because like I haven't even been checking the chats, but I guarantee just knowing CG, you know, I know CG, they were probably railing, you know. I go on Twitter, so I see what my friends post, you know. I see Edwin the Ace, you know, constantly righteously trying to, you know, say stuff about John Luke. I love seeing that always. I mean, not about John Luke, excuse me, about Doug. Just pardon me. I see Edwin the Ace saying stuff about Doug, and feels good, you know, seeing Edwin doing that, you know, fighting the good fight, get the SJWs out of here. Make no mistake, man, he's got some SJW stuff going on, but he's gone, so there's nothing to worry about. But I'm pretty sure that he was pushed out, you know, he was like forced to apologize or something kind of deal, like apologize and get out of here. You're making us look bad. You know, that's my guess, you know. And then that's just a total wild wild freaking conspiracy. But I figured I'd end this on something a little friendlier. So let me check back with the chat because I have neglected the shit out of you. Oh, all right. Oh, yeah, shit. I've definitely neglected Jesse Miller. Okay, so let's see. If I was wrong, I would have been contacted by everyone from EVS on the phone to JDA on Twitter. They're all shady. Trust no false pro. Yeah, yeah. If you were wrong, yeah, yeah. That's something he may be right about because I know that I didn't get attention from pros or any of the big guys until I left Comicsgate, and now I've been approached by multiple of them, and the attention is kind of weird. Like, you know, when I was your fan, you know, I'm throwing money, no love, but you know, mild criticism and oh, you know what I mean? But I got to tell everybody, I need to tweet Edwin Boyette back. He tweeted me yesterday. He saw my video, or at least part of it, and wanted to talk to me. And so I need to tweet him back. It's just I was busy yesterday, and I just got reminded. But everybody else is you know, he's a good guy, but pretty much everyone else, you know, everyone in general, you know, if you're critical or got a problem, they appear. You know, you talk crap about EVS, he's gonna appear. But you know, you're a fan, you're at risk of being sold out. You know, it's just kind of what I see, and that makes me sad. And Comic Art Master was here. I'm not sure. I probably know who it is, but I don't know the name offhand. I don't know. Howdy, Comic Art Master. Okay, I have them. I knew you would ask for them, but I don't record calls. Both are shady and illegal. Mox is good. Drops a lot of link. Hell yeah, Mox is good. Did somebody say something about? Oh, Comic Art Master. Okay, I did scroll up wrong. Okay, Jesse, you got bad info, dude. Stop fucking around with CG. We got enough problems without you making it worse. Okay. All right, sorry. Wow. Whoa. EVS I had just ended this and EVS appeared. Jesse Miller is here. EVS is wow. Now this is amazing. I've been blessed. Okay, let me catch up on the chat because I still haven't read everything real quick. Jesse, see what you did? Now EVS is here. The heck, I'm blaming this on you, Jesse. What'd you do? I'm writing and caught your link. Wow. Never see you. What? Watch my videos? Whoa. That's really cool, man. Like I swear. Uh that's awesome. I hope that you see, you know, what I was doing before. You know, I was trying to kind of show support, you know, with all my videos I did. You know, I didn't really put the stuff out because I was kind of trying to keep it as a log. Oh, Ro Kabir is here. Yeah, man. See, I was just about to hang up. I knew I shouldn't have hang up. Everybody showed up. Dan's here. Awesome. All right. Love that you were doing the news, man. Yeah, yeah. See, I was doing the news because I wanted to keep things up like a log. Do you support the caring for bunnies? I of course, yeah, care for bunnies. Do you, man? I don't even know what that means. Caring for bunnies? I don't have any bunnies. Tim Lim's bunny. Tim Lim's bunny. Got the war campaign crew here. Brothers. All right. Yeah, it's gonna end, but now I feel like staying on and talking. You guys gotta give you stuff to talk about, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, I was talking about the news, man. Yeah. So I just felt like a lot of stuff it just needed to be documented, kind of, so that we knew. So I had kind of like a log rather than people having to dig through tons of live streams and all that stuff. it's hard to keep up and keep a good oh, hey Dan, hope you're good too. It's hard to keep a good log of everything, you know. You got to watch a lot of live streams and stuff, so I wanted to kind of condense stuff and make sure the important stuff were highlighted in case I needed to throw a video out, you know. I didn't like seeing all the swattings and all that kind of crap. But, oh man, that stuff is swatting and doxing. It's just freaking disgusting. Yeah, everyone does need to be upfront. That's what I've been trying to say. Is I feel like people aren't being upfront enough, and it's really. Can you touch your nose so I know this is real, brother? Oh man, of course I can. I'll rub my nose for you. Oh goodness, now I'm getting. Oh, okay. Oh, I just get a text saying EVS is in my chat. Okay, I know that. All right. So, anyways, uh, listen, yeah, it's because I feel like there's just kind of a like a suppression, and it's really hard to even discuss issues, you know, and it makes it things really divisive and amongst friends and family, you know, and that really sucks, and people get quick to jump to conclusions about things, you know, um, yeah, like I said, I was gonna. You probably missed it earlier. I said I wanted to make a video yesterday, but after Jesse's video, which like I said earlier, I jumped in at 75 minutes, so I didn't see before. I just assumed. So you can feel, so you can get warm, get close, snuggle in. Oh, oh, but you distracted me. Give me my memory back. You owe me one. Uh, you know, there's a disconnect kind of between the bigger guys and the smaller, you know, the fans, because you know everything's just blown up so big, and so over time, you know, we all kind of develop our own groups and friendships and everything, and it's really. Then I'll start taking response. He said after stream with Jesse. You said after the stream with Jesse. I'm sorry. Gay shit. Not, I'm sorry, Ro. I'm a little confused. But EVS said, if I'm a Caesar, I'm the leader. If I'm the leader of Comicsgate, then I'll start taking more responsibility for this stuff. Oh man, it's definitely not your responsibility. You're not responsible for anybody but yourself, you know. But it's I was just pointing out over time. You're just prompting me, guiding me. But you know, over the last few years, I started watching back with the how to draws, you know. Oh, since you're here and you're listening to, I gotta tell you, like you're my inspiration for getting back to drawing. I drew as a kid, gave up when I was a kid, but after I saw you did your Anyone Can Draw Batman, and I did it, and it turned out great for me not having drawn in about 20 years, and so I gotta thank you for getting me inspired to get back into drawing again. I really enjoy it now. No bunny left behind, or you're talking to him. I was gonna say, like, I'm not a bunny. That'd be weird. I don't think I even know any bunnies. I definitely don't pet any bunnies. All right, dang. Now I feel like I would drop the Hangout link just right in the chat, but Fedorable been jacked a few times. That's how I normally roll. I just drop the Hangout link and let people roll in if they want. Save the bunny. Wow, that really means a lot to me, Ethan. I figured you'd be, um, I'm really glad that you're open to my silly little criticisms. That see DM. All right. Let's see if I can. I probably might have to minimize it. I can. All right. Actually, I think I'll just do it through the computer. To build comics get up with lots of different voices. You don't want anyone to feel neglected. No, you're the one who let me know about Mike Anger. And so, wow, that's really I might have to change the title to this to Caesar makes random appearance. What in the heck is going on? Oh, bro, just full of rainbows. Kuzmeti. Oh, Kuzmeti. I I don't want to. I'll talk to you guys, but it's just I didn't want to say things, and be representing War Campaign and um saying things, that people might not be happy with. Sprinkler you want back? Uh, it's a cult. If I was on my other channel, I'd say what kind of cult it was. Um, okay, all right. I'm gonna DM Row or Black a link. And you guys can normally I drop it to everyone in the hangout. That's just normally how I do, but it'd get crashed immediately. I'm sure of it, the way it's happened to Fed. Um, just dropped in to say hello. All right, thanks for saying hello, because Betty means a lot. Uh, Dang, I'm gonna have to do more of these news. All my buddies show up, came for the memes, stayed for the memes. DM me your cup-sized brother. Oh man, Dixie, Dixie-sized. Uh, I'm not sure who Tim Lim's bunny is. Hail Tim Lim's bunny. I hope you've got your pats today. All right. Sorry, I'm minimizing the chat to get to the Twitter. Getting this done. Okay. All right. Oop. And my roommate just came by, so sorry. Might see some stuff on the camera. All right. If you saw my roommate, you could say hi. Row Kabir. Oh, wrong click. Sorry. For some reason my internet is not quite up to task. All right. All right. So I just dropped that on Row. You can give that to everybody. Um. Uh. Yeah. All right. What in the heck? All right. So I got to get my headphones on. I was just solo streaming, so if someone jumped in, I can't hear them. I'm out of my dang cotton picking mind. Or wait, I can't say cotton picking on YouTube, can I? Hope my stream don't go down. All right, let's make sure it's in my... Yep, I'm up my sound setup, good to go. So people get in. All right. Comic Art Master, you ready to do... Who's Comic Art Master? What in the... You guys change your names too much. I've been out of the loop for a week, and it's getting to Gale levels. Wait, I'm getting to Gale levels now? What do you mean with my chicken eating? Oh man, I'm so confused. Wait, Pan, don't tell my... Oh, this is Gale. It's Gale. Oh, I get it. Your dark gravy secret. Oh man, I still want to do an interview with you. I was gonna ask you because I still want to do Gail Simone. That Gail Simone interview. That'd be hilarious. You just do such a good job with that. It's amazing. I think we could have so much fun. Everybody would want to see that. That impression is just incredibly entertaining. Everybody loves to hear it. Kills just a dead air murderer. Oh, yeah. So I figured. Okay, cool. Oh man. 18 watching. I haven't had a stream this big since I fell asleep. Need you to be event your I think I sent you a link. Maybe I sent it to I sent it to Rogue at Rogue Kabir on Twitter. I did send that link. Yeah. Row at War Campaign WC or row hashtag War Campaign at Row Kabir. So if that's the wrong one, let me know. You're worried about Jesse and I can't attack him. I understand. Oh my God! I totally boomered. I did, didn't I? I'm sorry. That was just retard. That was me being full retard. I wasn't trying to be a dummy. I just wasn't paying attention. I got my own chat hanging out. Sorry about that. All right. Sent a YouTuber. All right. Sorry. Really, that was me being stupid. I'm not really trying to be difficult. All right, dang it. Let me get my chat back up. Oh no, I'm all split apart from my chat. Don't leave me, brothers. Caesar is like your mother and your father rolled into one pro artist. You sent... It's okay, Steve. The bunnies forgive and send hugs. The bunnies. Man, I'm definitely out of the loop. I'm guessing. Oh yeah, he brought up the bunnies. There must be some bunny things going on.
How you doing, babe?
Oh, I'm good. Still alive. Life's treating me well. Hope you're doing good.
On. Yeah. Doing good, brother. Doing good, man. We're worried about Jesse, man.
Yeah, I am too. Everything's happened. It's like crazy. Like I'm not even getting straight answer from. We're homies, but I don't ask for certain stuff, but I don't know. But he's such a long-term good guy. I feel like if there was better environment for communication, something better should have came out of this. I'm not sure like what happened, but something's crazy going on. You know, I've been fearing the ops happening for a long time, and now I'm paranoid of them coming from within, you know?
Hey, who's the sexy guy behind you?
Oh, my roommate Dave. I moved, staying at his place until I get my own new spot or something here.
Right
But
on,
yeah,
brother.
'cause I
Right on.
just recently moved.
Right on, man. Yeah, you know what? That's it, man. You know what? After yesterday's stream, I finally got pissed off towards the end. So then I jumped in and, you know, called him a pussy and some other things. But
I actually did not watch the stream, so I don't know anything about it. You was Yeah, I'm sorry, but yeah, I didn't see that. So,
yeah, there it is, man. I don't know what to tell you. Just, yeah, there's some. It's sad to see. I think I can't hate the guy. You know what I mean? I can't hate the guy.
he's been here, and he's been such a pillar for, you know, you, the small, chatters in the live streams. It's just really, everything's really sad and crazy, and I feel like everybody like can't talk, and I don't like that feeling of like I can't just, and
What's
I've had
bugging you? What is bugging you? I watched one of your videos from like 3 days ago, man. What's on your mind?
it's kind of the environment in general of, like I'm not much of a follow orders type. I'm not a follow suit really. I definitely try to show full support. I don't feel like there's much reason showing half support, but the environment where so many people are asking me questions, I feel like I can't answer them, or I just call it the suppression. A lot of people have approached me saying the same thing. People that aren't even in CG, are asking me, and it's like I don't know what to tell people. It's like ask someone else. Ask like uh, it's very stifling feeling.
So what is it, brother? Do you feel like? I mean, I think there was some miscommunication, maybe, or what was it exactly? I mean, I'm being accused now that you know what that we're all in on it, that it's all about the money, that there's lies. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff swirling around. I mean,
That's kind of stuff that I pretty much assume goes on whenever there's a gold mine. I mean, Comicsgate kind of got a little mini gold mine, and so yeah, I think it's pretty safe to assume that people are doing whatever they can to get at it. I mean, we got people that just got let in that are, people I definitely don't want to have on my on my resume as an association.
right? Who you're referring to?
Well, we could make probably a little list, but I'd rather not do that on live. I'm not trying to attack or deplatform someone. But you know what I mean. Come on, we're war campaigners. You know what we were all about.
Yeah. No, I know what you're saying, man. I mean, look, Caesar's writing in the chat, right? Hail Caesar. He writes, Jesse didn't want me to make peace with JDA and the Doxers. All I did was call for a ceasefire. I didn't fail Jesse.
I didn't want to. I did was. Yeah, I don't really know about all that. I guess I could ask him, but but because I remember, with the Brad thing, and he was mad for a while, and you, dang it, I wasn't gonna talk about. But anyways, he had been mad for a while, and there was a lot of buildup, and I think he really, needed to some good brotherly love or something, some man love.
So is that what it is? Is that what it is, brother? You want me to give you a hug?
I definitely need at least a hug or two here or there. I get lonely.
Yeah, brother, definitely, man, definitely. You know
But
what? Put it this way, man. Anytime you want, you put your head on my bosom. All right, and that's it, man. I mean, I got enough milk to feed you, brother.
is it blue? Oh, sorry.
Oh shit.
If
Yeah,
it's
brother.
blue, I might try it.
That's it. That's it.
But yeah, but that's the thing is like, I didn't uh I wasn't actually like mad, about the reaction, when we were me, you and a couple buddies were talking, I was going to basically say what I'm saying now and quit, try to do it friendly, but that was kind of the thing is it's like, wait, so, I don't want to be talked to like that, or to be, because it was all just us, It's not like we were in a room with other people. It's like you don't talk to our brothers like that, and so it's just I do that, I just kind of sometimes, but I
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
actually mad. It was just
No,
kind of
you're talking about when you were insulted, no? That day in the Discord.
oh well, well, I'm just trying not to. Yeah, I think you know what I mean, but I'm trying to not
Yeah,
put
man.
anyone out there. I didn't feel. I'm just saying I didn't really feel insulted or mad. I just was saying that that was kind of, the point of it was that, like some people can yell and do this and that, and if other people say something, then they might just get separated from their friends,
Okay,
disassociated,
all
and
right. Steve,
that
look
type
at
of
me.
thing is
Look at me,
painful.
brother, all right? Listen to me, brother. All right. Just can you actually do something for me, brother? Can you go a little closer to the screen?
This is getting quite erotic.
All right. Just go a little closer to the screen, brother.
I think I'm close enough for now.
All right. That's it. That's good, man. That's good. All right. Look at me. Look at me, Steve. All right. Look.
Okay, you're going too far. You're going too far. Okay, you can try. You can try the moves on my roommate, not me. uh,
Oh, brother.
you got to take me out on a date first. I'm not like
Yeah?
that.
I
Yeah,
gotta buy you a steak, baby.
and some flowers.
Nah, brother, I know what you're saying, man. I know. You know what? The thing is, I think we all got to talk. And like I said, man, I'm more concerned. Uh, I'm more concerned where Jesse's head is at right now. I think he's really upset with a lot of things, and what he's saying is not really logical. You know what I mean? He's sort of past that point.
Yeah, I don't like his video the other day. I joined in at 75 minutes. I didn't go and watch the other parts. I figured it was, probably kind of a repeat, but yeah, he's definitely troll level 9,000, or over
Yeah, man.
9,000, I mean.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But
Like
listen,
I
do me.
said a few things and he didn't respond to me in there. I don't know.
All right, guy, do me a favor then. All right, listen to me, brother. You and I, man, and well, let's talk. Let's talk not on live stream, and let's try and work some stuff out. You know what I'm saying? Let's try and actually discuss the issues so that we don't have to air everything out in front of an audience.
Yeah.
And I would really appreciate it if you would do that, brother. And look, put it this way: I think your heart's in the right place. I listened to you the other night. You feel for the people, right? That's what you said that night. You said, I'm doing this for the little guys out there. That's where my heart's at. And if that's what you believe, then put your money where your mouth is, brother. Then join me and talk to me alone, and let's discuss, man, not in front of an audience.
Well, yeah. I'm always open to talk for sure.
Thank you. I
Yeah,
really
that's what
appreciate
we
that,
need
brother.
more of, That's basically my grievance is there's just not enough free, open talk, like, I just want to be able to talk without, it being against the rules type of a thing. I
No,
don't know
no,
how to explain it, but
it's not against nothing, brother. You and I will talk. All right, we'll talk properly, man. I'm gonna get some dinner now before I go on stream tonight at Gay online. But you talk to me privately, man, and we'll discuss this stuff and we'll talk about it. I mean, you know what? You got to remember, Caesar's under a ton of stress and a ton of, I mean, this guy, think about it, right? He's doing all
Yeah.
that work out there, man. He's talking to a ton of people and he cares about the individuals. And he's coming in right now into your chat because he watches, man. He doesn't want people to, man, I don't want you guys to leave us. You know what I'm saying? I mean, without the people, there's nothing, guy. You know what I'm saying? Comicsgate is nothing without the individual people. That's all the power we have is from you guys.
Yeah, I'm definitely not leaving Comicsgate. What I felt like was that I needed to stand by myself so that I didn't guilt by association someone else, you know, if that makes sense. You know, it's like if I didn't want my criticisms to somehow get someone else involved, you know. It's like I
I
feel
know
like
what you're
stuff
saying.
has to be said, but I don't. So I mean, like I don't want nobody else getting screwed over or hurt or get a JDA'd or bunnied or
No, no,
whatever's
no,
going
no,
on
no, no,
nowadays.
no,
Like I
no,
don't
no.
want
Look,
happening to nobody.
man, even where I see Jesse right now, I don't even want to meme the guy. Do you know what I'm saying? I am more. I want this guy to get better. I want this guy to get some exercise. I want this guy to get fresh air. I want him to get his head straight. 6 months, he's going to be a new man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
All right, listen, come back to me, brother. We talk alone in private. I'm going to get going now. But if I could give you a hug, man, maybe not so much a kiss, but I would give you a hug. You know what I'm saying, brother?
Oh yeah, a friendly hug.
You got it, brother.
Maybe next time a date. next time will be a date, so that'll be legit.
There you go. All right, thank you for having me on, Steven. I'll talk to you soon.
Of course, man. You could be on any time. You know, I'm always available to talk. So go do what you got to do and enjoy yourself. Have a good day and get back to me.
Hell, brother, I will, brother. You tell me tomorrow, whenever you're free tomorrow, we'll talk.
All right, thank you. Hail, brother.
Hail, brother, and hail, Caesar.
All right, hail, Caesar. Got EVS in the chat room. I got to get back to my chat. Sorry, I'm neglect. Oh, Evie, I think he. Oh, Evie, bro, you scared him. I think you scared him away. Wow. All right. He said, "Ew." Yeah. Well, I guess I might as well end this. I might as well end the stream now. You scared away my biggest my biggest guest in the chat. Let's see, is he still in here? Let's see if he's still in here. Maybe he's listening. So, anyways, anybody else wants in here, whatever, to say whatever, you know, I'll drop the link in. That's not issue. You guys that know me, you know I normally do it in the Hangout, but we all know they've been sniping these things, and I don't want to make a new account. I'm lazy. Yeah, that I felt like that was great. You know, it's what we need is like more communication. You know, where we can, you know, come together in public and you know, figure things out in a way that keeps everything going smoothly. Because you know, like he's right. I do, you know, like for me, this is about the little. I'm most connected to the little guys because they're the ones that really have to spend the most time down here with us. You know, they really got to grind, and over that time, you get such a bond with them. You know, I don't like feeling like it's not safe in here or anything like that. Like and at the moment, you know, I'd be afraid to bring in a new creator because not because of anything even like that we're really doing, but because it's just you know, as we all know, a very hostile environment. Like a thick skin is obviously a necessity, but some people we need body armor, you know, because they're going to be a target. Comic art map. So you are. Oh yeah, you did confirm you were. All right, we can have dialogue. We always we can, you know, but you I know you guys got to know what I mean when I say that, like, you know, there's kind of a you say this, you know, like I don't know. We did talk, you know, it's not like people tripped when I said I stand with Jesse or I stand with John Luke, you know, they're my friends, but you know, there's definitely a point, you know, or you can tell that there's a kind of a issue. I think it's like a loyalty issue. You know, people feel like who are you loyal to or something. And, you know, I'm not really able to put my finger on it exactly, but it's hard to have dialogue lately. So, hey, Villeneuve, hail Jean-Luc. Yes, yeah, hail Jean-Luc. He's did so much for us. Uh, yeah, where's he at? I should have messaged him, huh? Uh, yeah, we do need to stay united, you know. Like I'm still CG. We definitely are all still together. Um, you know, there's no way that I'm leaving or anything like that. But yeah, so I actually do myself need to get around to some real life. So if anyone wants to get in, um, definitely let me know. Like have an EVS appear, man. No, that's just shocking. You know, I'll definitely keep up my work. You know, I mean, I got an EVS stamp. I mean, now there's kind of a rare thing to have happen. So, you know, I appreciate that. You know, I understand that, you know, you can't know everything. I mean, I see you on the internet. I see your stuff. You know, I know you're busier. You know, you can't know everything, but you know, it's hard on into something that I don't know about. You know, I at least know I don't know. Jesse seems to think EVS just asking JDA to chill out is tantamount. I don't um I don't know. And that's one thing is I think that what's going on is something that can't easily be, you know, quantified down, or like isn't easily quantifiable. Like we can't just say he has like got info from a bad person, because the way I just figured out this works is that you get bad information from 50 people and occasionally some good info, but you know, and so I don't know. I just know that's what I went through. You know, I had definitely people coming out of nowhere with all kinds of stuff. So, and him being the super mod, you know, like if there is, you know, I worry that he has information or something that actually is, you know, very dangerous. I feel like that's something that should be taken seriously, because, you know, he does have a role where if someone were to acquire something like that, it would be him. And, you know, I don't know. You know, that's the thing, is I don't know, and I don't like not knowing. So I guess final round. Anybody want to jump in here? If not, I guess I can probably drop my. I don't even really remember how Discord works. Drop my Discord handle or whatever, and or whatever is easier for you guys. I'll drop my phone number. I don't care. um, yeah, I'm not putting it in the chat. But, you know, because I am available for discussion, if someone wants to talk to me, um, that's not an issue. I definitely am not pushing away any sort of conversation. I have neglected to tweet back Edwin. I have a half-written tweet. I just am being very lazy and bad about it. And because he after my video yesterday, he reached out to me, very friendly, very kindly, and you know, asked me about my concerns. And it's one of those things where it's going to be a big thing to write about, and he asked me if I had any criticisms of him, and of course I don't got no criticisms of Edwin Boyette. I think we can all count on his good intention. Yeah, yeah, I want to find out what this is all about too. uh yeah, definitely arguing definitely don't help. The riffraff and all the noise don't help. Drowns out the good conversation. Someone has a good critical thought and everyone else is arguing, then that critical thought will never be heard. Right, leaves tonight. I this I don't want to be rude to anybody, but I'm probably gonna call this one. You know, it's good to see everybody. good to see you, Ethan. Like, really, it's an honor to have you drop by. You know, it means a lot. You know, that you take the time. You know, knowing as busy as you are. I didn't expect that. And my war campaign brothers. Um, Thank you everybody for showing up. I'm glad that you did, and I'm gonna close this down because I don't want to watch my brothers fight, man. Um, the sun cannot leave the sky. I can't, yeah, see, he can't unhashtag himself. You know, yeah. But let's not fight in here. Take care, everybody. Thank you, thank you. All right, I'm ending this. Mwah. Love you. Love campaign.